Good morning, and welcome again to Daily Disciplines. Well, we're almost at the halfway point in our little discussions that have been going on about, of all things, failure. And I remind me and I remind you, every time I think about talking about failure, it just seems so out of character and out of position. And yet I am reminded, because of a lifetime of experience, that most people live the way that we're talking about. Therefore, it seems to me to be a good idea from time to time to journey down that pathway at least a ways to find out, am I really traveling on that pathway? Am I on a pathway to failure, or am I on a pathway to success? And I think a reminder of these kinds of things will help us all. So we move to number 5, halfway through. Here it is. Oh, I love this one. Don't do, talk. That's it. You want to be assured of failure in your life and your goals and your dreams? Then don't put any action to your plans. In fact, the truth of the matter, under those circumstances, is that action is your greatest enemy. And so as you're thinking about this day, and I'm going to get to the question of the day and the discipline for today real early in this little podcast today. The action for the day is to take no action. You say, well, wait a minute. No, I'm not going to go down that pathway, Skip, because I don't want to fail. I want to succeed. Then, be real honest. Get in front of that mirror, look yourself square in the eye, and find out, is action your best friend? Or is action your worst enemy? Because you see, if you are a person of action that begins to actually do something instead of just talking about it all the time, then action really is your friend. But if your purpose in life is to never accomplish anything but try to impress people with what you say you're accomplishing, then action becomes your worst enemy. And you will do anything to avoid taking an active role in the ongoing process of your goal becoming reality. Now, it's interesting because try to fill up as much of your day with socializing as possible. I mean, if you could just fill up your hours with talking to people, that has nothing to do with your goal, has nothing to do with your work, has nothing to do with your job, has nothing to do with building relationships. It's just talk. There are a lot of people who live life, and their life is basically talk. And the principle for bringing failure in our lives is don't do, just talk. But we've talked often enough now over these few days, and we have a few more days to talk about some of the other aspects of this pathway to failure. But we've talked enough for us hopefully to have convinced ourselves it's not a pathway we want to be on. It's a pathway we have been on from time to time, and maybe it's a pathway where you are right now. But here's the good news about the first 5 and the 5 that are yet to come. We can always choose to get off that pathway. I can choose to stop just talking about my hopes. I can choose to stop just talking about my dreams for my future. And I can start to do something about it. And so can you. So today, my challenge would be not only that you get real honest with yourself in asking that question, but then to lay out a pathway of doing rather than talking. Have a great day. We'll talk again real soon.